The purchase of XRP from ordinary individuals and its subsequent transfer to organizations such as the Federal Reserve of the United States, BlackRock, and JP Morgan will cost $68 billion. In point of fact, Swiss Gold, the largest gold supplier in the world, has announced that they will take XRP as payment for all gold purchases, and they already do so. As far as I can see, things are getting worse. Everything that was expected to happen with the Federal Reserve purchasing XRP and XRP that was backed by gold really occurred. XRP is the first global payment system that will be introduced over the world. It will be used to make international payments. In addition to this, it supports the XRP Ledger cashback system, which is the official cashback system on the XRP Ledger. This system rewards users with CTF coins and leverages the Curta trading fund structure as its foundation. It is all about the XRPL, which is experiencing a significant amount of growth. The Federal Reserve is planning to adopt XRP as a means of making payments all across the world, according to Google, which recently made the announcement. On top of JP, there are a great many others. If you believe that was the end of it, you are mistaken. They are now accepting payments in XRP, but Spargo only accepts paper credit cards and loans, approves payments, and only accepts payments according to the Federal Reserve. The only digital assets that can be used to make payments in the parent system that the Fed currently uses are XRP and XLM. Further investigation is being conducted on the Federal Reserve's plan to repurchase XRP at a price of $30,000. Regarding your assertion that your XRP is worth $30,000, the Federal Reserve is going to investigate that assertion you made. In the very first sentence of the headline, it is stated that a journalist from Fox News is pointing to an investigation to repurchase XRP at a price of $30,000 the Federal Reserve proposed. In today's video, we will discuss a wide range of topics. However, the plan to buy back XRP at a rate of $30,000 per unit that the Federal Reserve is investigating will be the primary topic of discussion. As a matter of fact, the price of XRP is currently at around 60 cents. For all of you fortunate individuals who are watching the movie that is being shown today, we are going to list a giveaway of XRP like we always do. The only thing you need to do in order to share this video is to click the like button, subscribe to the channel so that you can receive notifications about new posts, and then share the video. If you want to stay up to date with the newest cryptocurrency news, please follow me on Twitter @CryptoGeek. Additionally, if you want to stay in touch with us on Instagram, we are getting very close to reaching 150,000 followers. So let's begin with this, shall we? When it comes to mortgages and credit cards, JP Morgan will accept XRP as a form of payment. It's possible that some of you have already seen this, but I had the impression that it was really significant. Because of this, we need to go over it again. The announcement made by JP Morgan Chase that it will not accept any trades other than those involving credit cards and mortgages represents a significant new development in the world of cryptocurrencies. The fact that JP Morgan Chase is the largest bank in the world makes this a very significant accomplishment. Customers will be able to pay for items and receive cash back using the accept the letter method, which is managed by the cryptocurrency trading fund CTF and makes use of IND tokens. Additionally, this is yet another significant game changer that ought to. Indeed, such is the case. BRICS, when conducting business with one another, India and the UAE do not use the United States dollar. Trade negotiations between India and the United Arab Emirates, two nations that are members of the BRICS group, are not being made more relevant by rippling. India's initial transaction with the United Arab Emirates UAE was for crude oil. However, it was conducted in the country's currency rather than the United States dollar. XRP Ledger and the crypto trading fund CTF mechanism are also part of the exchange's operational framework. Through the use of their system, customers have the opportunity to receive cash back in the form of CTF coins. This is extremely significant news, as Ripple has just announced a significant. Together with the United Arab Emirates and the United Arab Emirates, a joint venture between the company and the Dubai International Financial Center DIFC was announced in a press release that was distributed by the company. The press statement claims that the relationship will hasten the pace of innovation in the United Arab Emirates UAE in the areas of blockchain and digital assets. Please have a look at this extremely peculiar occurrence. Despite the fact that the video quality is not very good, I was able to locate this extremely ancient movie that I just discovered, and it is significant in a very significant way. To put it simply, central banks have direct communication with Ripple, in which they tell the company, we want to use you guys. This assertion is being made by who? In this context, you are referring to the Ripple employee who is in charge of that particular area. The ties which involve the administration of financial matters with banks are something that he relishes. In addition, he mentions that there exist organizations such as the general central banks of countries. Despite the fact that I call them on a daily basis to request that they take XRP as payment, they continue to put off doing so for reasons that are unknown to me. However, the idea is that financial institutions will use XRP. Focus your attention on that. Is it correct to say that local cryptocurrencies such as XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum are not all considered to be the same? There's a difference between each and every one of them. My opinion is that the thing that is currently receiving a great deal more attention in the world of business is better tools for the environment. In order to use the XRP system, or XRP, you are not required to mine, prove work, or prove stake prior to using it. When it comes to computer power, the process of validating deals shouldn't cost very much, right? It is quite inexpensive, and those costs don't fluctuate all that much. It should be noted that not all stablecoins are the same. When it comes to algorithmic safe coins, there is a vast selection available to pick from. Each and every person is aware of the Terra story that occurred a few weeks ago. Finally, but certainly not least, regulated entities are now producing stable coins under their direction. The names of the projects are not yet known to me, but we are now working on two of them, one in the United Kingdom and one in the United States. We are working with regulated banks that will be making stable coins, and it is likely that the reserves will be stored at a central bank in an account that is maintained by the central bank. In no way comparable to the cryptocurrency that is based on algorithms. All of the components that Ripple utilizes are included here. Additionally, there are digital currencies issued by central banks, which are considered to be the most secure form of digital currency due to the fact that they are issued and backed by the central bank. For a company that operates in the payment arena, we are willing to consider all of these options. We are able to observe that each of them will have an impact on the financial system in the years to come. At the present time, cryptocurrency accounts for less than 1% of the total money supply. Less than 10% of the total is comprised of money from the central bank, while the remaining 90% is comprised entirely of money from private banks. As a result, it will be fascinating to observe how it appears when everything is done digitally in 5 or 10 years. Will stablecoins account for 90% of the market, while CBDC will only account for 10%? On the other hand, will CBDC be permitted to expand and become a significantly larger component of the money supply? However, that is not up to me, it is up to the people who make the rules. Our investigation into the massive cashback XRP ledger system required us to take a step back and look into it in further detail. This is where things start to get a little more interesting. Each and every institution or group that discusses the utilization of XRP indicates that they are referring to the cryptocurrency trading fund when they do so. Have a look at this for a moment. This pass-through reward system is the first of its kind to generate cash from idle time. It is a mechanism that is responsible for it, and all it does is provide you with CTF tokens. Even unusual is the fact that it continues to increase by a significant amount every day without fail. Since it was originally made available to the public, the value of the CF token has rapidly increased by hundreds of thousands of %, and it has just recently broken out of its prior pattern. And now, gentlemen, we have arrived at the most fascinating portion. My calls have been rather accurate up to this point, judging by what I see that I have here. On the other hand, as I spoke to you earlier, we are going to observe a pattern of some kind, a pattern that keeps appearing, which indicates that you will have lengthy side transactions. Or taking a step back, and as a result, we receive that enormous boost. To what extent did you experience a pullback following each and every pump that was identical to the one that we observed here? In addition, it appears that the identical pattern has just appeared. It can be concluded that the breakout schedule is displaying the same thing, despite the fact that the pattern is displaying the same thing. There is a pressing need for us to discuss the actual utility of the CTIF coin. In comparison to the 100 billion XRP tokens that are currently available, there are only 120 million of them. This is a ridiculously high number considering the amount of money these tokens cost. You need billions of dollars if you want the value to increase by a significant amount. You need a far lower market cap in order to achieve the desired decrease in value. Consider GTF as an illustration. Under the assumption that its market worth was merely $40 billion,